Hey guys, so here's 6 healthcare options that you might look into if you aren't at Medicare age yet. Number 1, ACA or Obamacare. This is the one that I use, and it's really made the most sense to me because you can get some pretty good subsidies if you keep your income low. By low, I mean last year, the lowest income that you could have and qualify for subsidies in Obamacare was about $18,500 a year. Anything lower than that, and you would get pushed into Medicaid, into Medi-Cal, which is pretty much poverty level insurance. I didn't want to do that. This year, because of inflation and other factors, they've raised that minimum income requirement up to about 20,300. It's around there, or 21,000. You'll have to check on the exact numbers. I know it's right in between that 25 and 21,000. So I'm going to be claiming again about 22,000 to 23,000 in income, so I can qualify for that and get good subsidies. Now, one thing I didn't know when I applied for Obamacare is that it needs to be income. It needs to be something that in my case is coming from my retirement accounts, my 401k. So I'm taking last year I took about 22,000 out of my 401k to show income. Income is not what you can take out of savings or checking or stuff like that. You've already been taxed on that money. So it has to be income from a part-time job, full-time job, or coming out of your retirement savings. Now, the second place is the marketplace. You can go out and try and get insurance through the marketplace, but I was looking at $700-800 a month. Woo, baby, too much for me. If that was my only option, I would have never retired this early, never, because it just wouldn't have made sense. It would have taken too much money out of my savings, and also my retirement account. So with the subsidies I'm getting through Obamacare, instead of that $700 or $800 a month, I can get last year I got as low as about $200 a month. That's pretty good. This year I'm not sure how it's going to work out. Hopefully around there, maybe $250. That's a big difference, guys. That's huge. So yeah, look at the ACA, Obamacare. It's worked for me. The third thing, you can go through COBRA. If you've just recently left your employer or are planning on leaving your employer, if you really like their healthcare plan, the options and everything, and you want to keep the exact same plan, you can go through COBRA. Again, very expensive. I looked into that as well. Mine was about $850 a month, I think. Again, too expensive for me, way too expensive. But if that's what you want, if that's what you want to do, feel free to do it. And also getting back to the second point of going to the marketplace, excuse me, I have a friend in Ohio who went through a public company in Ohio. They were able to give him a really good deal through the marketplace. Now, this can vary state by state. In California, I couldn't find anything that would get me under $700. But he was able to get, I think, around $350, $400 just through the marketplace, not through Obamacare or anything like that. So it really varies by state as far as, what they offer, the companies that are based in the state, etc. Okay? So the fourth way you can do it is if you're married. Does your spouse have health insurance through her job? That is like the best way of all, if you ask me, for cutting down your medical bills in retirement before you hit 65. That's ideal. Does your spouse have good coverage? Can she include you on her coverage? That's the way to go if you can do it. But for single people, I'd look at those first 3. Another way you can do it is what's called temporary insurance. Now, the temporary insurance is something that you can get. I'm pretty sure it's available like in all states. Not totally specific on that, but California definitely. Temporary insurance, what it does is it's through, public companies. It's only really there to help you get through or protect you from like catastrophic medical situation. So you won't have to pay all those hospital bills out of pocket and everything. Again, it's temporary. I'm not sure about the term limits, 6 months, a year, I don't know. And then you have to like reevaluate your whole situation. And also they don't have as many good perks or, of a regular medical insurance. It's kind of like budget rate, but it does cover you in case you have something just emergency that comes along. The final one I would mention, and this is something I was looking into a while back, get a part-time job. Just get a part-time job. Some companies, I believe Starbucks and other companies, covers complete medical with a part-time income. That's huge. Go and do, if you're in the fire movement, man, do that barista fire, just boom, you're out the door working 15, 20 hours a week and you got health coverage. If that's something that you think that you would be up for, that's the way to go. Because, everyone's situation is different. But the one that's really worked for me has been ACA or Obamacare. So look into it yourself. Those are the different options that I know. If anyone knows of any different options that I have missed, we're getting so many good comments on this channel. Please leave me comments on this video or other videos. Let's just say, hey, you missed one, dude. What about this? Or, I could do that, but could I get a little more information? Well, any kind of those comments are good, guys. And if you like this video, please click that like button. And also, what we're having here is getting together a bunch of moderate individuals, cash-wise, that are looking to get through this bad market. So this channel is meant for those people. We're getting so many comments, so many good options that people are throwing out there of how they're dealing with this economy with a moderate income. If this is something that you think you might enjoy, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. Also, I'm introducing a new feature here. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. If any of you guys got some good information out of here and just want to, throw me something to get a coffee, it's a link down in the bottom and it says, Buy Me a Coffee. Again, no pressure, none whatsoever. If you're up for it, great. If not, that's fine. Anyway, guys, 2023 turning into kind of an interesting year. The first part of it, the markets weren't so bad. Today, not so good. But actually, last week, we had our best week in what was it? Over a year, 2 years? Amazing. So all we got to do is just hang in there, guys. It's going to turn around on us, okay? So remember, for all of you on this, all of you even might be thinking about subscribing, be confident because we got this. See you guys.